And welcome to another Home Flyers broadcast on the Dieppe Flyers YouTube channel, brought to you by MST. In tonight's matchup, it's a familiar one. It's the Flyers and Caps. We've seen these teams play just exactly a week ago, where the Flyers took a 3-2 overtime win versus the Caps at the Coliseum. So stay tuned. After the flood, we'll have first period puck drop is next on MST. Now back to Kitchen. Kitchen waits before banking it off the boards into the neutral zone. Gonna be picked up by Patterson. Patterson turns it over. Nolan score. And similarly, the last team sends it off to Boulay. Going back to Redier. McFadden. Toe drag release. The shot in by Jaillet. Still kept in by the Flyers. Working in. Poland shot score. Team. Back out, neutral zone. Lejal's going to make a nice toe drag move, get into the zone. Here he is, and he's shoved off. Lejal, backhander, finds the tape of Nolan. Nolan in, looks back door, the shot. There they score. He's poked off. Remember the Flyers the other way, 2-on-1. Nolan has Duplessis. Nolan, backdoor Duplessis scores. Puck's going to be taken out of the wall. Has in his own defensive zone. Skates back before him. Dishing a nice pass off to Nolan. Nolan in around one backhander. Has Boulay. Trying to get past Nadeau. Ends up going to the other side. Nolan against Colmier. Nolan to the blue line. Walking in Shia with the shot block. The shot blocker saved by Fredericton. I'm starting the breakout and rushes Adams. Adams in, shoot, save by McGrath. Kitchen. Cross-ice pass over to Duplessis. Back to Kitchen. Kitchen's going to keep it in. He's going to fire one on net. That's a pad save and turned away by Frenet. And definitely going to face a lot more in this game. There's a shot. And definitely going to face a lot more in this game. There's a shot. Save. Rebound is sent above the net. Down. Shot teased. Poland backdoor. He scores. Took the backhand out. Not kept in by Kitchen. Potential 2-on-1. Boulay. He's got Gagnon with him. Boulay is going to shoot. Stopped by Roy. Seri. Potential 2-on-1 with Robinson. Robinson shooting, and it's a save by Flyers. Take the draw. Toe drag. Duplessis right in front. Backhander from Nolan. Speed the other way. Gets by DeRosie. Still with the puck. Nolan cross pass. What a save by Frenet. It is Smith. Down McGrath around the boards. Voyageur would make it to chain. There's almost too many men. Paul's cross ice pass. Dufour's going to deflect it down. And he might win this icing, and he won't. He's going to lead the rush. Pass it off to the middle for Boulay. Boulay, backhander, save McLean. Voyageur are going to win it, but the Flyers end up taking possession and getting out of the zone. Duplessis pass up, potential 2-on-1 for the Flyers. It's Nolan Duplessis. Duplessis all alone shoots and scores. Shot from DeRosie deflected. Off them skates. Send back Boulay. Tried to put it out in front. It's in the slot. Desjardins with the shot. He scores. Around the net. Sees Alain up at the blue line. Alain walks the line before shooting. It's deflected and they score. Okay. Boulay. That pass was intended for Desjardins, but is intercepted. Boulay round the net at the face-off dot. Jaillet carried it in. Behind that, McFadden stops. Gets pinned up against the boards by Godbout. Gates up a little himself before banking it off the boards over for Steves. Jackson Steves in before he's hit, and the puck squirts out the center. Now a big hit by Nolan. Still kept in. Nadeau Gonna put one on net and glove save. Breakout play by the Voyageur, almost compromised and flip into the bench, hits one person. Flyers win the draw. War skates back, but we're passing to the wide open. Duplessis 2-on-1. Duplessis shoots and scores. There's his hat trick. Dadal into the zone, to the middle. Steves working his way in. Puck's loose, almost knocked in by a scoring chance. Breakout pass, Desjardins in the offensive zone. Tries to get by it and backhander. Going out to play it. Fires it up against the boards. Taken by the Voyageur. Paul to the middle. There's a shot, save, rebound. And go side. Pass over to McFadden. Pad save. McFadden's going to try to shove it in. Puck still loose. And a sauce. Looked like it was intended for Tedio. Now a potential breakaway. Shot. They score. And through Nadeau. What a dangle. Makes another nice move. Robinson shoots. Saved. Could have saved. Rebound. Taken out by Nadeau. Or for Bouli. And the puck comes out of play and almost in the now back to the kitchen. And similarly, the last team sends it off to Boulay. Going back to Redier. McFadden. Toe drag release. The shot in by Jaillet. Still kept in by the Flyers. Working in. Paulin shot score. Team. Back out, neutral zone. Lejal's going to make a nice toe drag move, get into the zone. Here he is, and he's shoved off. Lejal, backhander, finds the tape of Nolan. Nolan in, looks back door, the shot. There they score. He's poked off. Remember the Flyers the other way, 2-on-1. Nolan has Duplessis. Nolan, backdoor, Duplessis scores. Puck's going to be taken out. Roy has in his own defensive zone. Skates back before dishing the nice pass off to Nolan. Nolan in around one backhander. There's a shot. Save. Rebound is sent above the net. Down. Shot steals. Paulin backdoor. He scores. Attempted backhand out. Not kept in by Kitchen. Potential 2-on-1. Boulay. He's got Gagnon with him. Boulay is going to shoot. It's stopped by Roy. Seri. Potential 2-on-1 with Robinson. Robinson shooting, and it's a save by Flyers. Take the draw. Toe drag. Duplessis right in front. Backhander from Nolan. Speed the other way. Gets by Desrosiers. Still at the puck. Nolan cross pass. What a save by Frenet. It is Smith. Down McGrath around the boards. Voyageur will make it to change. There's almost too many men. Paul's cross ice pass. Cross ice pass. Dufour's going to deflect it down. And he might win this icing, and he won't. He's going to lead the rush. Pass it off to the middle for Boulay. Boulay, backhander, save. Voyageur are going to win it, but the Flyers end up taking possession and getting out of the zone. Duplessis also pass up potential 2-on-1 for the Flyers. It's Nolan Duplessis. Duplessis all alone shoots and scores. Shot from Desrosiers deflected. Off them skates. Send back Boulay. Tried to put it out in front. It's in the slot. Desjardins with the shot. He scores. Around the net. Sees Alain up at the blue line. Alain walks the line before shooting. It's deflected and they score. Okay. Boulay. That pass was intended for Desjardins but is intercepted. Boulay. Around the net. At the face-off dot. Jaillet carried it in. Behind that, McFadden stops. Gets pinned up against the boards by Godbout. Gates up a little himself before banking it off the boards over for Steves. Jackson Steves in before he's hit, and the puck squirts out to center. Now a big hit by Nolan. Still kept in. Nadeau. Gonna put one on net and glove save. Breakout play by the Voyageur, almost compromised, and a flip into the bench hits one person. Flyers win the draw. Roy Skates back, but we're passing to the wide open Duplessis. 2-on-1. Duplessis shoots
are,
and scores.
Dieppe
There's his hat trick.
Flyers.
That out into the zone to the middle. Steves working his way in. Puck's loose, almost knocked in by a scoring chance.
We now would like to ask everybody to please stand, turn your direction towards the flag for our national anthem.
And here we go, all set for puck drop. Starting goalies for tonight. Back in net for the Caps is Ty Yerxa, who stood on his head last game. He had 43 shots against and only gave up 41 in the full 60 minutes. And back in net for the Flyers. Goaltending rematch, it's Xavier Powers. Starting on the ice for the Flyers on defense. It's 27-28. It's Lejar and Roy. And at forward, 22-14-11, Duplessis, Nolan, and Dada. Here we go, all set for puck drop. Puck's to be taken by the Flyers. Dada, he chips it in, pass Goodine. Kept in by Yerxa. In intercept is Duplessis. Duplessis around in the corner. Pass up out of the blue line. It's out of the reach of Lejar, out into the center ice. Roy, he's gonna poke it by Dickinson. Brought back in by the Caps. Lejar, first one on it. Roy having to fight the ref. Taking up Lejar. Pass that was intended up for Nolan. He's gonna go up, lift the stick of Bowles. Lejar. Backhanded in, deflected off the stick of Dickinson. Dickinson works his way up before clearing it in. Both teams making some changes early, just less than a minute in. Puck kept in by Kennedy. Being taken out by Seti. Rushing into the zone is Giberson and McFadden. Giberson will win. Puck back at the center ice. Flipped in, attempted flipped in by Steves. Taken by Paulin. Paulin through Fitzpatrick. There's a shot by Paulin, saved by Yerxa. Face-off taken by the Caps outside the zone. Kennedy deflects it by Kitchen. Gathering up his steeds. Pass right in the feet of Kennedy. He doesn't see where it is. McFadden tried to take it out. Brought back in by Kirkpatrick. Cleared out of the reach of Seti. And that one on the stick of Edmondson. Clears it in, deflected, so no icing. Behind the net, Kirkpatrick was almost the first one there, but it's taken away quickly by Steves. Steves sent along the boards. Puck is pinned, multiple people after it. Hops over the stick of Giberson. Cleared in back to Powers. Light dish off the Kitchen. No look pass over to Steves. Steves behind his net, up to Dufour. Dufour is going to be hit up by McAllister. Coming back in is Hitchcock. Drop pass for Graham. Graham waits. Back to Hitchcock. Down low over to McAllister, who tried to look back door for McDonald. Cleared out. Jackson Steves. He's going to have his stick lifted by Hoyles. In is Graham. Graham in. Hit by Steves. Cleared up by Dufour. Puck just kept in at the blue line. Puck's going to walk the line, just stay in. Thank you to Hoyles. Cleared in the corner, it's Graham. Graham first one on it. Pinned, gets through. On all fours, still has it. McAllister, blue line. Shot. Hoyles, the shot's just high and wide. Kept in by Frizzle. Frizzle still with it. Going to pin it up aggressively against the boards. And coming to pinch down on the defense was McDonald, but clearing it was Robinson. Flyers back in the offensive zone. Dufour resists the hit from Bowles. Bowles tried to go up for another hit. Frizzle behind his net. A little backhand flip, ends up around the hash marks. Nolan, first one there, tried to toe drag it around McAllister. Going back up is Reynolds. Dubs it by now, in chasing is McDonald on Jaillet. Jaillet bursting with speed, accelerating through all zones. Pass, Duplessis to the middle, attempted for Nolan that hit off the skate. I'll come back out as the Caps. The neutral zone, Jaillet. Pass to Duplessis. Miguel Duplessis between his legs. Tried to get around Giberson, but was pinned up against the boards instead. Duplessis down in the corner. That puck's pickpocketed by Dickinson. It's taken out in the Flyer zone. Jaillet had to pass to Dadal. Intercepted. Looked like it was Reynolds. Flyers working their way up. Little reverse hit on Goodine by Duplessis. Coming back, Jaillet. Cleared in. Yerkes is going to leave it behind the net for Meng. A cross-ice pass right to the tape of Collins. Collins pass just behind Goodine. He'll have a chance to recover it. Send it into the offensive zone. Flyers now must regroup. It's almost flipped out, but kept in by Hitchcock. Hitchcock cleared back down in the zone. McFadden waits, tries to get around Collins. Dickinson's hounding Roy. Kept in Hitchcock. A one-timer had to dump in. Hitchcock back with it on the right. Pass in the middle. Goodine. He's going to let one go. It's off the post. It's behind Powers. Doesn't know where it is. Paulin back off the boards. Swept away. Believe it was Mateo Roy in front. Keeping it was in the blue paint. Behind Powers. Walking in his Bell. Shot. Left of the net. Seti off the boards. Bell trying to knock it down. A slap shot that's deflected and will go behind the net. Dejal back for Roy. Roy pass up intended for Seti, and Caps end up dumping it back into the zone. Polak clears it out with his backhand. And in the neutral zone, Bowles works his way and past McFadden. He's going to shoot. Glove save by Powers. Apologies for the stream crashing a little bit. Believer back up and running. Flyers back up and trying to get out of the zone. Robinson lays it off for Kitchen. Steves to Robinson. Hit by Bell. Coming back the other way is Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick around Steves. He's going to crashing into the boards hard. Getting up slowly still can't get up. There's a shot from Robinson that's wide, and it's going to be blown down. Kirkpatrick has lost a skate blade and now must shuffle his way to the bench. Still at the ringette line. He's finally going to get help from some teammates. So wasn't injured, just lost a skate blade.
All right, fans, it's time to get out your 50-50 tickets.
Hoils. He still has to go on one leg. He's going on his right leg to the bench.
Come over here and see me here in the booth.
And we'll just get there.
The ticket number is
there we go. He's helped in by Brewer.
2196. That's 45721.
Face out taken by the Flyers. Dadal to the blue line, kept in by Alain. Cleared back in, Meng. Now Robinson, he's going to be tripped up. Multiple players go falling into the boards. No call. Now keeping up with possession, Graham loses it, and the pass attempted for Jai up at the blue line goes right between his legs and all the way down the ice. Alain flipped. Caught by Collins, but dropped. Dadal through the neutral zone, poked away by Meng. Puck's loose just inside the zone. It's now sent out to the neutral zone, right to Alain, who is waiting. Cleared back down to Yerxa. Leaving that off for Hitchcock. And cleared back into the neutral zone. Lijal. He's being chased by McAllister. He sends that over to Roy. Tries to make a nice toe drag, pokes it down to Duplessis. Duplessis walks up the boards, goes up to the middle. Now sent into the corner for Liam Bowles. Kept up Nolan. Lijal tries to put it on net, deflected off the stick of Frizzle into the corner. Bowles then flipped in. Frizzle back to Bowles. In receiving it is Hoyles. Sent up to the blue line. Shot from Roy. Went off of a player and into the corner. Now enter some fresh Flyers players after some changes. Bowles, tallest one on the ice. And on both teams, he's measured in at 6 foot. Paulin tries to make it by McDonald. Does, not before stumbling. Paulin in. There pinching was Reynolds. Paulin still with it, leaves it off for Kitchen. He's going to have a shot at it. Save, rebound, still loose on the slot before it's taken out into the corner. Kept in, blocked and played pinball off of both the Caps defensemen. Kitchen sends it in. Giberson, he's going to regroup and send it cross ice to McDonald. McDonald has Beasley with him. He needs to get past Steeves first, and they'll pin up. Come to a stop. Then it goes down to Beasley. Pass up, taken out is Steeves. A flip for Dufour. Potential one-on-one. He's going to shoot. Save. In defending was Edmondson. Back with Giberson now. Giberson making his way through the face-off dot. Kicked up by Beasley. Right over to Reynolds. He's going to shoot. Blocker save and sent him to the corner. McDonald sends it around the net. Flyers are in possession. A big reverse hit by Robinson. He brings the boom. Dufour. Drop pass. Robinson. A nice little move past Hitchcock, and I was pinned up in the corner. Midway through the first period, we're still knotted up at all zeros. Now there's a chance in front. The shot off the mask and is cleared out by Reynolds, who then is going to reverse Robinson. He gets up a little slow. Attempted high flip is kept in, then taken back out. Steve sends it in. Pass to center ice or for Collins. Collins toe drag by Alain, poked away by Jayet. Jayet in the corner, flipped it past Collins. It ends up out at center ice. Or for Frizzle. Tried to get it back in, taken by Nolan, who tried to make a nice toe drag. Past Bowles. Jayet flip. Duplessis tried to put it in, but is stopped by Frizzle. Bowles Cuts his way over to the left side, stops, going in just offside is Dickinson. Finally another whistle at 9:14 in the first period. Going around the league in the games today at 3:15. It's a New Brunswick PEI matchup. The Prince County Warriors are visiting the Northwest Voyageurs. And later tonight at 7, the Mid-Isle Matrix make the trip to Lord Beaverbrook Arena to play the Rivermen. Now back in this game, the Caps will clear the zone. Pinching is Nejal, who ends up putting it back. Bowles waits before putting one onto the back end of Collins. Collins at his own regate line, turns around, back in his own corner. The Caps initiate a nice breakout. A nice move by Goodine. Little loose puck deke around McFadden. Collins keeps it in past Roy. Collins still with it, but barely. Roy will end up getting back. Collins still with the loose puck. Back around the net, pass up. That Al's going to get it out of the zone. It's going to be thrown back in by Bell. Roy accelerating into the center ice zone. Yerxa stopping it. Played back around by Edmondson. Now skating it is Kirkpatrick. Now with a new skate blade this time. In the corner, Steves. Tries to make his way past two Caps. Intercepting it is Bell. Bell trying to put it out in front. Stopped by the stick of Powers. Dufool cleared out. Poked by Robinson. Robinson has Steves with him. Robinson on a cut to the middle. And he's stopped by Kirkpatrick. Robinson got his hands up high. Robinson first one behind the net. He gets past Edmondson. Robinson now pinned up by Kirkpatrick and Edmondson. Kirkpatrick going to give him an extra shot. But out goes the Caps. Kennedy, he's hit by two players. A little tag team by Jaya and Steves. Steves up the left. Sent it off the boards for Robinson. Goes in, almost gets his hands up high again on Hitchcock, and now goes to the bench. Taken up by Hoyles. Cross ice for Giberson. Caps going to exit the zone. Flipped out by Hoyles. Pinned up right next to the penalty boxes. McAllister trying to good defense, but he's going to get called, and this may be a penalty shot, and it won't be. It will offer a hold at 5:02. Giberson down low. Caps starting a power play. Dickinson pass attempt up, and McFadden's going to clear. It's going to hit McGrath in the face. Or in the shoulder, rather. So play will stop. 4:53. So it's Mateo Roy in the box. 2 minutes for hooking at 5:03. Dalal clearing it in the right corner. Picked up by Giberson. Right on his tail is McFadden. Giberson stops, puts on the brakes, and lays a nice pass on for Goodine, rather. Goodine in, has Collins with him, sends it to the middle. Collins back in, save, rebound, they score! Reese Dickinson's going to find the loose puck and put the Caps up by a score of 1-0 in this first period. He scored in last game against the Flyers. In the last game versus the Flyers, where the Caps took a 3-0 overtime loss, Dickinson got the second goal. This time, look at the first goal on the power play. It was thrown to Collins in front. He put a backhand on net. It was sticked away by Powers, but still loose, and Dickinson's going to find it and make no mistake hitting the twine. Back with it is Mang. On him was Dufour. Robinson now with the puck near the Vedette logo. Works his way in, banked off the boards, taken back by the Caps. Collins in down the right with speed. That shot's to be deflected off the stick of Alain. Dufour sent it up at center ice. Almost kept in by Bell. Making some nice moves as Goodine before he's stopped by Alain in his tracks. Working in, Bell to the middle. Goodine on his knees, would not have a chance at a shot. Coming out of the last 3.5 minutes of this first period. Cap still with it. Goodine on his backhand. Weeps past Robinson's shot, blocked by Jaillet. Kept in by Frizzle. He'll shoot it right in the crotch of Goodine. Still kept in by Frizzle. He's going to be shoved away. Bowles down his own end. Backhanded along the boards in is Kennedy. Meeting him there is Roy. Roy trying to shove it past Kennedy and Kirkpatrick. Taken by Nolan. Nolan works his way. Shot off the post. Nolan was with a highlight reel goal pass to Duplessis. That one's wide. Vigil banked off the boards for Seti. Seti tried to get that down to Nolan, but he had 2 Caps on him. Nolan tried to put it up to the blue line for Vigil. Vigil now within his defensive zone. Roy up to Duplessis. Giberson's going to attempt to hit him. He's going to give him a reverse hit. Duplessis tried to bat it out of midair. Thrown back in by Roy. In picking it up is Edmondson. Pass Giberson. Turns and goes the opposite way around his net. Caps bring it out. Pass up intended for McAllister was blocked away by Legal. Walking in was Graham. Poked off by about the 4 Flyers that were there. And City's going to recover with possession, but send it all the way down at 2:08. It's 2:08 in the first period. Shots are tight. It's 5-4 for the Caps. And the score is 1-0. Flyers are going to win the draw.
Fredericton's first goal.
Graham almost blocked the pass. Kept into the blue line by Edmondson. Edmondson gets it back, planning him a catch. Over to Giberson. He's going to shoot deflected. Pad save. Rebound's going to go over to Hoyles. He's going to backhand it to the front. What a move. What a save. Giberson shoots. Save. And the rebound goes back into the corner. Caps are buzzing. Edmondson. Pass down. Pass. Cross crease pass attempt off this skates of Declan Steves. Kept in by Giberson. A shot attempted in front by McAllister goes right through the pads of Powers. And all the way down the ice. This will go for icing at 1:22. So with that goal from Dickinson, that's his 2nd point of the season. He has 2 goals, no assists thus far through 7 games. Robinson in the corner. He gets it past Kennedy. Now it's taken up by Nolan. Hounded by Bowles. Into the zone. Onside, and he's poked off. Take it back the other way by Beasley. Nolan takes it back, stops. Duplessis one-timer. What a save by Yerxa, who slid over and got the toe of his pad to block the shot in the last minute of play. Alain, shoot. Low shot, deflected. They score. Looking like it's deflected by Nolan in front. And the Flyers are going to tie it up with 42.2. And before this game, Nolan was tied with Marshall Smith for the league lead in points. That goal is going to put him to 19 points. That's 10 goals, 9 assists. And he's going to pass Marshall Smith for the outright lead in league leading points. Alain off the boards. Picked up by City. He's being chased by Dickinson. They get past Bowles. In Dufour. Takes it. Steve's going to shoot from a sharp angle. It's going to go wide. Jaya tried to put it back deeper into the zone past Dickinson. Taken by Collins.
Flyers' first
Dufour
goal
gets it
scored
past
by
Frizzle,
number 14,
but not past Goodine.
Sam Nolan.
Bowles around the net. Clearing pass deflected by Dickinson. Then the cross ice pass to Collins. Collins around on the right. Stops. Sent down. Kirkpatrick's going to try to center it, but that's going to be the end of the first.
Assisted by number 7, Xavier Alain. And number 19, Nolan Robinson.
So goals in this period. First one coming at 4:28 on the power play was Reese Dickinson from Collins and Goodine. And the latest goal from the Flyers, it's Nolan from Alain Robinson. That ends the first shots, 8-6 in favor of the Caps. Take a 10-minute break for the Flood. After that, puck drop on the second period on the Dieppe Flyers YouTube channel, brought to you by MST. Apologies for the stream crashing a little bit. Believer back up and running. Flyers back up and trying to get out of the zone. Robinson lays it off for Kitchen. Steves to Robinson, hit by Bell. Coming back the other way is Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick around Steves. He's going to crashing into the boards hard. Getting up slowly. Still can't get up. There's a shot from Robinson that's wide, and it's going to be blown down. Kirkpatrick has lost his skate blade and now must shuffle his way to the bench. Still at the ringette line. He's finally going to get help from some teammates. So wasn't injured, just lost a skate blade.
All right, fans, it's time to get out your 50-50 tickets.
He still has to go on one leg. He's going on his right leg to the bench.
Here and see me here in the booth.
And we'll just get there.
Number is
there we go. He's helped in by Brewer.
2-1.
Roy. Back over Lejeau. Lejeau in the defensive zone. Back to Roy. Computer casually blue screening, so we lost connection for a couple minutes. Back in the action, however. 5 minutes left to go in this first frame. Dish out the blue line. Fans on it. Going back the other way is McDonald. McDonald against Roy. McDonald in, and Roy plays some good defense, but he's going to get called, and this may be a penalty shot, and it won't be. It'll be Roy off for a hold at 5:02. Hitchcock back with it on the right. Pass in the middle. Goodine. He's going to 1-1 go. It's off the post. It's behind Powers. Doesn't know where it is. Goodine, rather. Goodine in. Has Collins with him. Sends it to the middle. Collins back in. Save. Rebound. They score. The other way by Beasley. Nolan takes it back. Stopped. Duplessis one-timer. What a save by Yerksa, who slid over and got the toe of his pad to block the shot in the last minute of play. Alain, shoot, low shot, the Apologies for the stream crashing a little bit. Believer back up and running. Flyers back up and trying to get out of the zone. Robinson lays it off for Kitchen. Steves to Robinson, hit by Bell. Coming back the other way is Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick around Steves. He's going to crashing into the boards hard. getting up slowly. Still can't get up. There's a shot from Robinson that's wide, and it's going to be blown down. Kirkpatrick has lost a skate blade and now must shuffle his way to the bench. Still at the ringette line. He's finally going to get help from some teammates. So wasn't injured, just lost a skate blade.
All right, fans, it's time to get out your 50-50 tickets.
Oils. He still has to go on one. He's going on his right leg to the bench.
Here and see me here in the booth.
And we'll just get there.
Number is
there we go. He's helped in by Brewer.
2-1.
Whoa. Back over to Lejeal. Lejeal in the defensive zone. Back to Roy. Computer casually blue screening, so we lost connection for a couple minutes. Back in the action, however. 5 minutes left to go in this first frame. Lejeal at the blue line. Fans on it. Going back the other way is McDonald. McDonald against Roy. McDonald in, and Roy plays some good defense, but he's going to get called, and this may be a penalty shot, and it won't be. It'll be Roy off for a hold at 5:02. Giberson down low. Cap starting a power play. Dickinson pass attempt up, and McFadden's going to clear. It's going to hit McGrath in the face. Or in the shoulder, rather. So play will stop. 4:53. So it's Mateo Roy in the box. 2 minutes for hooking at 5:03. Dalal clearing it in the right corner. Picked up by Giberson. Right on his tail is McFadden. Giberson stops, puts on the brakes, and lays a nice pass on for Goodine, rather. Goodine in, has Collins with him, sends it to the middle. Collins back in, save, rebound, they score! Reese Dickinson's going to find the loose puck and put the Caps up by a score of 1-0 in this first period. He scored in last game against the Flyers. In the last game versus the Flyers, where the Caps took a 3-0 overtime loss, Dickinson got the second goal. This time they'll get the first goal on the power play. It was thrown to Collins in front. He put a backhand on nets. It was sticked away by Powers, but still loose, and Dickinson's going to find it and make no mistake, hitting the twine. Back with it is Mang. On him was Dufour. Robinson now with the puck near the Vedette logo. Works his way in, banked off the boards. Taken back by the Caps. Collins in down the right with speed. That shot to be deflected off the stick of Alain. Dufour sent it up at center ice. Almost kept in by Bell. Making some nice moves as Goodine before he's stopped by Alain in his tracks. Working in. Bell to the middle. Goodine on his knees. Would not have a chance at a shot. Coming out of the last 3.5 minutes of this first period. Cap still with it. Goodine on his backhand. Weeps has Robinson shot. Blocked by Jaillet. Kept in by Frizzle. He'll shoot it right in the crotch of Goodine. Still kept in by Frizzle. He's going to be shoved away. Bowles down his own end. Backhanded along the boards in is Kennedy. Meeting him there is Roy. Roy trying to shove it past Kennedy and Kirkpatrick. Taken by Nolan. Nolan works his way. Shot off the post. Nolan was with a highlight reel goal pass to Duplessis. That one's wide. Lejeal banked off the boards for Seti. Seti tried to get that down to Nolan, but he had 2 Caps on him. Nolan tried to put it up to the blue line for Lejeal. Lejeal now within his defensive zone. Roy up to Duplessis. Giberson's going to attempt to hit him. He's going to give him a reverse hit. Duplessis tried to bat it out of midair. Thrown back in by Roy. In picking it up is Edmondson. Pass Giberson. Turns and goes the opposite way around his net. Caps bring it out. Pass up intended for McAllister was blocked away by Lijal. Walking in was Graham. Poked off by about the 4 Flyers that were there. And City's going to recover with possession but send it all the way down at 2:08. It's 2:08 in the first period. Shots are tight. It's 5-4 for the Caps. And the score is 1-0. Flyers are going to win the draw.
Fredericton's first goal scored.
Graham almost blocked the pass. Kept it at the blue end by Edmondson. Edmondson gets it back, planning him a catch. Over to Giberson. He's going to shoot deflected pad save. Rebound's going to go over to Hoyles. He's going to backhand it to the front. What a move. What a save. Giberson shoots. Save. And the rebound goes back into the corner. Caps are buzzing. Edmondson. Pass down. Pass. Cross crease pass attempt off this skates of Declan Steves. Kept in by Giberson. A shot attempted in front by McAllister goes right through the pads of Powers. And all the way down the ice. This will go for icing at 1:22. So with that goal from Dickinson, that's his second point of the season. He has 2 goals, no assists thus far through 7 games. Robinson in the corner. He gets it past. And we're back for the second period. Quick icing by the Flyers to start us off. Face-off's going to go to Powers left. Face-off taken by the Flyers. Lijal puts it over to the other side. Duplessis tries to put it up. It's taken back in by Edmondson. The shot taken by Roy. Roy up to Nolan. Nolan with speed. Gets around a couple. Gets around Giberson. Dadal tried to put it out in front. That's Robinson rather. Robinson to Duplessis. One-timer off the crossbar. Lijal shots deflected over the net. Back up to Roy. Makes the move to get past Bell. Down, shot by Duplessis one-timer from the pass from Nolan. And delayed icing for the Caps, and we'll go for icing. Just less than a minute gone through this second period. The face-off going back to the Flyers' offensive zone. In the first minute, it's been all Flyers so far. Momentum is tilted. Steves, Kitchen, shots blocked. Going to be kept in by Declan Steves. Chasing it is Dadal. Now within the corner, McFadden. He's going to be pinned up by Meng. Puck loose, taken by McFadden. And it's going to be sent out by Hoyles. Kitchen sends it back. Yerksa's going to stop the puck behind his net, and it's going to be taken up by Meng. Cross ice pass over to Graham. Graham in, tries to toe drag by Kitchen, ends up behind the net for Hoyles. Flyers clear the zone. Paulin, little shot off the boards taken by Meng. Cleared back and off the boards, right to Steves. Puck now right next to the Time Years boots. Going in is Paulin. Paulin, he has Dallaire with him. Paulin to Dallaire. Back to Paulin. And what a defensive play to stop the shot. A 2-on-1. Pass with the Dallaire. Everyone in the building expected him to shoot, but he went back to Paulin. Cleared back McAllister. This one will go for icing. So far, Flyers dominating in the first couple minutes of the second period. Lines have been shifted up a little bit from the first period. With Nolan and Duplessis was Robinson instead of Dallaire. He was with Paulin. Now a failed exiting attempt. Seti kept it in, but he was knocked down by Bowles. Frizzle out of the zone. Seti again hit up against the boards. Now coming back is Beasley. Trying to get past Jaillet. Jaillet recovers. Sent around for Dufour. Sent up to the blue line. Past Frizzle. Now picking it up is Reynolds. Over to Bowles, who skates around. Goes behind his net. Pass intended for McDonald. Off the stick of Dufour. Dufour tried to turn around and shoot it back on net quickly. Yerksa's going to try to direct it behind the net. Nolan taken up. He was poked off by Beasley. Nolan again regathering behind the net. Robinson. Tried to send it to Jaillet. Does get there. Shot blocker save and into the netting. Up above the glass. So another whistle. This period going by a bit longer than the other. Probably about 5 whistles total last period. And to take the draw is Duplessis. He's going against Goodine. Goodine wins it cleanly. Giberson to Edmondson. Pass up to Dickinson. Sent into neutral ice. In is Giberson, leading the rush. To the middle, deflected. Hits the top of the glass. Barely staying in play. The wall behind the net. Lijal around Robinson. Flipped up. Caught. Kept in by McDonald. Duplessis leaving that off for Roy in his defensive zone. Cross ice to Lijal. Going further and further towards their net. Cleared off the boards. Caught by Edmondson. Almost pickpocketed by Nolan. Nolan now enters the zone. Leaves it off for Roy. Roy's going to go for the body, not the puck. Roy to the middle. Going to try to fire one. Goodine. Pass now entering the zone is Collins rather. Drop pass intended for Goodine. He still has it in his skates before it's stripped away by the Flyers. 2-on-2 now. Robinson with Duplessis. Robinson attempted pass. Gets it back. He's going to shoot. Save. And hit up on the glass. Dickinson meets Steves and clears it into the Flyers zone. Robinson sent off the boards. Into the center ice dot. Recovering possession from the Caps is Bell. Leaves it out behind his net. Or for Hitchcock. Hitchcock loses it. Yerksa is going to extend his stick and play it. Could have been a dangerous chance. McFadden was right there looking for the puck. Cleared out. Kitchen has a bit of time and space. Going to use it for flipping it in. Yerksa. He's going to stop it. Caps quickly breaking out. Flyers almost taking back possession. Meng makes his way past Paulin. Meng in the zone. Bell wanted the pass. Shot was ramped off the stick, and Bell is going to send Steves into the boards hard. And he's going to get an interference penalty, so Flyers are going to get their first power play of the game. There's going to be Malik Bell. 2 minutes for interference at 14:27. Only the second penalty in this game. Could have been much more dangerous than it looked.
2 minutes.
Backhander save. Puck's loose in the blue paint before it's taken out by Bowles. And just out of the reach of Alain. And with fortunately with speed is Hoyles. Hoyles going to get there first before Alain and Jaya quickly jump on him. Jaya around the net. Pass to Seti. Seti. Beautiful cross-ice pass for Dufour. Dufour in on Frizzle. He's going to stop. Now they're going to set up the power play. Alain's going to get the puck poked off him by Hoyles. Jaya going to have a skate. Sees no options going forward, so he turns back. He makes his way past Graham with ease. Jaya into the zone. Shot. He scores! Coast to coast. Jamie Jaya. And that's his second of the year, and it's a beauty. Circled all the way back to his defensive zone. Went all the way, took the shot. Made it past Yerxa to make it 2-1 Flyers. Bujal off the face-off draw, over to Roy. Nolan, pass was deflected by Beasley, and now is behind the net of Powers.
Flyers
Beasley in fighting, but it's taken away by Nolan.
Jamie Jay.
Cleared out in the center ice. Kept in by the Caps. First on it is Roy. Backhander for Lejeal. Clean breakout. Now they're in the center ice. Robinson almost lost his balance. The Flyers have a 3-on-1 cross-ice pass. That was by Giberson, intended for McDonald. Or it could have been Reynolds. Now the Flyers going the other way. Robinson in. And he's defended very well by the Caps. Roy with it down low. Sends it up to his defensive partner. Lejeal, it's just out of his reach. Two good chances for both teams. Flyers had a 3-on-1 led by defenseman Carter Giberson. Then the other way, Robinson had a partial breakaway. McFadden, drop pass for Duplessis. Duplessis is going to shoot, deflected behind the net. Now out in front, they score! Liam Paulin. It's a no-look backhand pass from Bowden McFadden, and Paulin makes no mistake in close quarters with Yerxa. It's been all Flyers so far in the first 8 minutes of the second.
By number 21, Liam Paulin.
The puck's been in the Cap zone pretty much the entire time.
And number 22,
Caps now exiting the zone. Pass to center is intended for Goodine. Deflected by defenseman Steves, who is back up and not injured. Steves over for Kitchen. Kitchen back to Steves. Steve's going to carry the puck up himself. McFadden, he's going to shoot, blocker save, and sent into the left corner. Steves fended off by Frizzle. Pass up for Dickinson. Or for Collins. Sent up for Goodine. poked off. Still in the Flyers zone. Now it's taken out by Collins. In. Turns around. Tries to send it to the middle. It's taken out. A big hit. Open ice hit by Liam Bowles rather, on Steves. Could have been classified as a bit late, but a big hit nonetheless. Frizzle dumped in, blocked by Kitchen. Kitchen, the pass up intended for Steves, out of his reach. No icing. Yerxa playing it into the corner, over for Bowles. Jaye recovers the dump out. Alain almost turned it over, almost got pickpocketed, but flips it over a stick. Now Jaye down. Bowles down, pinching. Toe drag move, try to get past Alain. Now it's Kennedy who's pinned up in the corner. Multiple players dig for the loose puck. Seti flipped up, blocked by the skate of Bowles. Now cleared around the other end this time. Still kept in by the Cats. This time it's McAllister who catches it and bats it down. Almost kept in by Frizzle. Dufour chasing the loose puck, but it's taken up by Giberson. Giberson in the zone on the left. Going to shoot. Blocked by Jaye. Took a weird bounce. Jaye is taken down. Passing in for front. Blocked by Nolan. Dufour to the middle for Robinson. Going to the front of that. Nolan on his forehand. What a save. Rebound. Robinson. It's deflected above the net. Robinson now pinned up after that amazing scoring chance. Robinson up to the blue line. Lejeal down to Robinson. Robinson looks, puts it on net off the side. Duplessis waits at the hash marks and tries to send it to the blue line. Gets past Lejeal. Right on him is Bell. Bell almost had a potential breakaway. The puck is swept away to the other side by Lejeal. Bell in, reverses Duplessis. Roy over for Lejeal. Lejeal, he's going to try to spring Duplessis. Going to take the puck back into his neutral zone. Duplessis over for Roy. Pass over. Robinson left off for Nolan. Potential 3-on-1. Nolan in it. Mishandled the puck. Tries to put it out in front. No look backhand. Get out right to Hoyles. Skipped over his stick, but in he is in the zone. A shot saved by Powers. Roy hit by Hoyles. Puck's behind him. 8.5 minutes to go in the second. Battling for the puck behind the Flyers net. Duplessis tried to clear it up. It's flipped back in by Reynolds. McDonald in the zone. Past the skates of Hoyles. Taken back out by the Flyers. Robinson avoids a hit. Now is going to the bench. And a Flyers player was going for a line change. Looked like it was Poland going for a line change, but had to come back and just fell into the bench. Shot wide. Steves. Pass up McFadden. Leaves it off for Dadal. Dadal skates right through center ice before he's poked off by Bowles. McFadden through center ice. Past to Poland. Flipped in. Still kept in. Not for long. Caps take it and clear. Dickinson pass. That was intended for Collins. Was blocked by Steves. Now bring it back. Seti off the skates of Dadal. Seti in. Pinned up by Bowles. Still there. Puck's loose. Taken up by Goodine. He likes it the zone himself. Try to put it in the legs of Kitchen. Now bring it in. Collins shooting. Gonna fan on it. Not get much on it. We'd like to thank currently 33 watching live from home. We appreciate the viewership. There's currently 3-1 Flyers. About 3/4 of the way through the second period. Flyers trying to enter the zone. Dickinson on his forehand pad, saved by Bowers. Goodine loses the puck. Steves in on the left. Pressured by Goodine. Send it up to Seti. Clears it in. G-Fool. Steves. Sharp angle shot. Save. Puck flies high up in the air behind the net. G-Fool with it. Out in front. The shot by Nolan. Pad save by Yerxa. Cleared in. Caps going back the other way. Collins stops. Makes a move by defenseman Jaye. Robinson, he's going to recover and flip it out of the zone. Will not go for icing. First one on is Meng. Defenseman Leo Meng of the Caps. Pass to Goodine. Loses it, but picking it up is Bell. Bell in the zone. Accidental drop pass for Goodine, who's in the middle. Goodine trying to shoot. Taken by Kennedy. Puck bouncing around before it's taken out by the Flyers. Bell clears it back in. Recovering is Anna. Pass for Duplessis. No look backhander for Roy. Still regrouping. Almost pickpocketed by Kennedy off the stick of Roy. Had to be careful. Dieppe's now going to take it out. Nolan coming in along the left side. Shot above the net. Attempting to take it out was Bell. Now behind the net. Taken back by Nolan. Back to the blue line. Lijau shooting. Deflected multiple times. Almost was loose in the blue paint for a second. Was almost taken out. Pass. Robinson. He's on the right side. Sent to the middle. Duplessis. Back for Lijau. Is going to walk in. Take a shot. Deflected multiple times. Yerks is on the ground. That was hit by a high stick of the Flyers. So puck face-off will be outside the zone. Got about 4:52 left to go in the second frame. At this point in the game, last time it looked a bit different on October 25th. It was 2-1 for the Caps. Referee is going to converge and have a conversation. Not sure about what. Both teams are going to have a little huddle. No, the two linesmen and the two referees converge. Not sure what there is to talk about. And after all of that, nothing changed. Face-off still into the face-off close to the Flyers bench.
Both still looking for
Michelle, D for the Raw.
The last four digits
chip it by
are
Hoyles.
2196. That's 2196. Come
Cleared
over
in
here
for
and see me for
McFadden.
your winnings.
Captain of the blue line, Raw. Frizzle now defending Dada. Still kept in, Ponet. Blue line for Roy. Trying to put one on net. Blocked by Hoyles. Could have had a potential breakaway, but the puck swept off his stick. Lijau passed in the middle. Almost taken away by the Caps. Now it's cleared in by Fredericton. Clearing attempt. Bowles. Gonna send it in along the left boards. Roy. Back for Lijau. Lijau still on that left side. Sent along the boards. This one might go for icing unless Dada gets there just as icing by a matter of a couple split seconds. And the game against Prince County against Les Voyageurs du Nord-Ouest. That one's still deadlocked at 0 for the time being. Flyers exit the zone. Person on it, Hitchcock. Plays it back behind him. City cleared in the zone, taken by McDonald. McDonald cross ice pass for Bell. Bell, as soon as he crossed the red line, Cleared it in over for Powers. Shot along the ice, not deflected by anyone. Sent along behind the net. Behind the net, McFadden. Off for Steves. Dufour jammed it along the boards. Dufour cleared it out all by himself, paving a path for himself. Cleared in by Giberson. The Caps are going to have a chance to get some changes. Steve's going to lose it. McDonald tried to send it out in front, was deflected. Edmondson down, intended for McDonald. But gets it back in the neutral zone, sends it over to Meng. Kitchen around, over to the right face-off dot, Edmondson. Down low for Reynolds. A shot cleared by Steves, and that'll go for icing. Two and a half minutes to go in the second frame. Flyers up by a score of 3-1. Duplessis now potential 2-on-1 over Robinson. Shot blocker save by Yerksha. He was in all alone. Duplessis with the puck, circles back, tries to go down low. Robinson in behind the net, fakes a wraparound, goes around the other side. Duplessis sent back behind the net. Poke check by Robinson. By Nolan, rather. Nolan, who's behind the net. Sent up. Alain. Down to Nolan. Nolan makes a couple moves. Sent off to Robinson. Back up to Xavier Alain. Flip down. Nolan. No look pass. Almost taken out by the Caps. Alain's going to go for a hit up on Collins. Nolan tried to do a nifty little toe drag, but he was quickly defended by two Caps. Now the Caps finally get to clear the zone, and this will go for icing. Just over a minute left to go in the second period. This period's been all Flyers from the start. Especially capturing the momentum with 2 goals within the span of a minute and a half. At 13:40 and 12:16. Shots are 22-11 for the Flyers. Currently doubling them. Dickinson had a chance to regroup, tried to pass that off for Kennedy. Najal went down and pinched. Yerksha finds the puck behind the Caps net. Attempted clear out, taken by Dadal. Tried to put that out in front, but scooped away by Fredericton. Now this could be a 2-on-1. In is Bell. Bell trying to get around McFadden. He's taken down. And ref behind the play will call a penalty for holding on Bowden McFadden. So Bell this time drawing a penalty, and the Caps will finish this period off with a power play.
Flyers penalty to number 8
on the Flyers. Roy
for holding.
Along the other boards, deflected by Dadal. Dadal in, he's against Giberson. He's going to shoot. Giberson's going to play some good defense and block a shot. Giberson behind his net, waits with patience, then passes it off over to the wing. Over. In is Kennedy. Kennedy stops. Taken by Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick backhander to the front. Puck's loose, almost in the blue paint. Taken around just less than 10 seconds. Caps gonna get a shot. Giberson shoots. Deflected off some 6 in the corner. Kirkpatrick gonna try to put it to the front of the net, and that will end the second period. It'll be 3-1 Flyers after 2. We invite you to stay for the intermission for some highlights of the first 2 periods, and back in 10 minutes for puck drop of the third and final stanza of the game. Back over Lejao. Lejao in the defensive zone. Back to Roy. Computer casually blue screening, so we lost connection for a couple minutes. Back in the action, however. 5 minutes left to go in this first frame. Lejao at the blue line. Fans on it. Going back the other way is McDonald. McDonald against Roy. McDonald in, and Roy plays some good defense, but he's going to get called, and this may be a penalty shot, and it won't be. It'll be Roy off for a hold at 5:02. Giberson down low. Cap starting a power play. Dickinson pass attempt up, and McFadden's going to clear it. It's going to hit McGrath in the face. Or in the shoulder, rather. So play will stop. 4:53. So it's Mateo Roy in the box. 2 minutes for hooking at 5:03. Dalal cleared it in the right corner. Picked up by Giberson. Right on his tail is McFadden. Giberson stops, puts on the brakes, and lays a nice pass on for Goodine, rather. Goodine in, has Collins with him, sent it to the middle. Collins back in, save, rebound, they score! Reese Dickinson's going to find the loose puck and put the Caps up by a score of 1-0 in this first period. He scored in last game against the Flyers. In the last game versus the Flyers, where the Caps took a 3-0 overtime loss, Dickinson got the second goal. This time look at the first goal on the power play. It was thrown to Collins in front. He put a backhand on net. It was sticked away by Powers, but still loose, and Dickinson's going to find it and make no mistake hitting the twine. That is Mang. On him was Dufour. Robinson now with the puck near the Vedette logo. Works his way in, banked off the boards, taken back by the Cats. Collins in down the right with speed. That shot to be deflected off the stick of Alain. Dufour sent it up at center ice. Almost kept in by Bell. Making some nice moves as Goodine before he's stopped by Alain in his tracks. Working in. Bell to the middle. Goodine on his knees. Would not have a chance at a shot. Coming out of the last 3.5 minutes of this first period. Cap still with it. Goodine on his backhand. Weeps has Robinson's shot. Blocked by Jaye. Kept in by Frizzle. He'll shoot it right in the crotch of Goodine. Still kept in by Frizzle. He's going to be shoved away. Bowles down his own end. Backhanded along the boards in is Kennedy. Meeting him there is Roy. Roy trying to shove it past Kennedy and Kirkpatrick. Taken by Nolan. Nolan works his way. Shot off the post. Nolan was with a highlight reel goal pass to Duplessis. That one's wide. Vijal banked off the boards for Seti. Seti tried to get that down to Nolan, but he had 2 Caps on him. Nolan tried to put it up to the blue line for Dejal. Dejal now within his defensive zone. Roy up to Duplessis. Giberson's going to attempt to hit him. He's going to give him a reverse hit. Plessy tried to bat it out of midair. Thrown back in by Roy. In picking it up is Edmondson. Pass Giberson. Turns and goes the opposite way around his net. Caps bring it out. Pass up intended for McAllister was blocked away by Lijau. Walking in was Graham. Poked off by about the 4 Flyers that were there. And City's going to recover with possession but send it all the way down at 2:08. It's 2:08 in the first period. Shots are tight. It's 5-4 for the Caps. And the score is 1-0. Flyers are going to win the draw.
Fredericton's first goal scored.
Graham almost blocked the pass. Kept it at the blue line by Edmondson. Edmondson gets it back, landing him a catch. Over to Giberson. He's going to shoot deflected pad save. Rebound's going to go over to Hoyles. He's going to backhand it to the front. What a move. What a save. Giberson shoots, save, and the rebound goes back into the corner. Caps are buzzing. Edmondson. Pass down. Pass. Cross crease pass attempt off the skates of Declan Steves. Kept in by Giberson. A shot attempted from by McAllister goes right through the pads of Powers. And all the way down the ice. This will go for icing at 122. So with that goal from Dickinson, that's his second point of the season. He has 2 goals, no assists thus far through 7 games. Robinson in the corner. He gets it past Kennedy. Now it's taken up by Nolan. Hounded by Bowles. Into the zone. Onside, and he's poked off. Take it back the other way by Beasley. Nolan takes it back. Stopped. Duplessis one-timer. What a save by Yerxa, who slid over and got the toe of his pad to block the shot in the last minute of play. Alain, shoot. Low shot, deflected, they score. Looking like it's deflected by Nolan in front. And the Flyers are going to tie it up with 42.2. And before this game, Nolan was tied with Marshall Smith for the league lead in points. That goal is going to put him to 19 points. That's 10 goals, 9 assists. And he's going to pass Marshall Smith for the outright lead in league leading points. Alain off the boards. Picked up by City. He's being chased by Dickinson. They get past Bowles. In Dufour. Takes it. Steve's going to shoot from a sharp angle. It's going to go wide. Jaya tried to put it back deeper into the zone past Dickinson. Taken by Collins.
Flyers' first
Dufour
goal
gets it
scored
past
by
Frizzle,
number 14,
but not past Goodine.
Sam Nolan.
Bowles around the net. Clearing pass deflected by Dickinson. Then the cross ice pass to Collins. Collins around on the right, stops. Sent down Kirkpatrick's going to try to center it, but that's going to be the end of the first.
Assisted by number 7, Xavier Alain. And number 19, Nolan Robinson.
So goals in this period. First one coming at 4:28 on the power play was Reese Dickinson from Collins and Goodine. And the latest goal from the Flyers, it's Nolan from Alain Robinson. That ends the first shots, 8-6 in favor of the Caps. Take a 10-minute break for the Flood. After that, puck drop on the second period on the Dieppe Flyers YouTube channel, brought to you by MST. Apologies for the stream crashing a little bit. Believer back up and running. Flyers back up and trying to get out of the zone. Robinson lays it off for Kitchen. Stees to Robinson, hit by Bell. Coming back the other way is Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick around Stees. He's going to crashing into the boards hard. Getting up slowly. Still can't get up. There's a shot from Robinson that's wide, and it's going to be blown down. Kirkpatrick has lost a skate blade and now must shuffle his way to the bench. Still at the ringette line. He's finally going to get help from some teammates. So wasn't injured, just lost a skate blade.
All right, fans, it's time to get out your 50-50 tickets.
He still has to go on one. He's going on his right leg to the bench.
Here and see me here in the booth.
And we'll just get there. There we go. He's helped in by Brewer.
2-1.
Whoa. Back over Lejeal. Lejeal in the defensive zone. Back to Roy. Computer casually blue screening, so he lost connection for a couple minutes. Back in the action, however. 5 minutes left to go in this first frame. Lejeal at the blue line. Fans on it. Going back the other way is McDonald. McDonald against Roy. McDonald. And we're back for the third and final frame in this one. Flyers still currently up by a score of 3-1, but will start on a penalty kill for the next minute. Flyers successfully killing it. It's already in the Fredericton zone. Caps coming up. Goodine making his way in to the front. Pad save. Rebound. Attempted turnaround shot by Dickinson, and he couldn't get the puck on his stick. Giverson shot deflected. Dickinson up to Hitchcock. Giverson down to Goodine. To the middle. Shot by Hitchcock. Saved by the blocker of Powers. Goodine still with it. Giberson's going to fire one on net. Stick save. Now in the corner by the Zamboni doors. Collins sent behind the net. Still about 15 seconds on the power play, and the Flyers cleared all the way down the ice. Carrying up with speed is Bell. It was Giberson, rather, not Bell. And he took a bit of a tumble. Penalty now up. Even strength. Nolan takes over. Nolan to the middle. Dufour try to get a backhander. Pad save, rebound. Nolan put it just short of the goal line. Yerxa sprawling out, flailing everywhere, and keeps it out of the net. Still 3-1 Flyers. Collins, time to pass out, taken by Duplessis. Duplessis, nice stick handling to get into the zone. Puck still hovering around the blue line. Taken out by the Caps. Hoyles tried to one-touch pass that over to Graham, and it's taken by Jaillet. Jaillet banked off the boards right to Duplessis. Backhander to the middle, just out of the reach of Nolan. Nolan, pass intended for Duplessis. Skimmed his stick. Going back the other way was Hoyles. Almost got around both Flyers defensemen. Graham down into the zone, but it's sent back up by the Flyers. Bowles back skates and shoots it off the boards. Nolan gonna make a nice couple moves, still with the puck. Bordy fans on his dumping attempt. Graham had the puck for a second, taken back by Nolan. Potential 2-on-1. Nolan, saucer pass, shot saved by Yerxa. Nolan, beautiful saucer pass to Duplessis, who couldn't put it past Ty Yerxa, standing tall in net. Flyers win the draw. Dada tried to put it to the middle, taken away by Reynolds. Sent to the other boards. Beasley down around, or McDonald. McDonald's still with it. He's bumped off the puck. Pass into the skates of Dada. Taken up by Mangan, flips back into the Flyer zone. Dijal, soft pass for Roy. But it gets out of the zone. McDonald just couldn't handle it. Backhand into the zone, Roy. Almost intercepted by Beasley, taken out. Flyers still with it. Almost a breakaway for Dada, but couldn't quite get the puck to stop bouncing off his stick. Dada in the corner. Reynolds pokes around with his backhand. Now almost keeping it was Kitchen, and shoots it into the legs of McFadden, and that will go for offside at 16:22 in the third. And we have a score in the other game currently happening live. The Warriors and the Voyageurs, they're tied 1-1 coming down to the last minutes of the third. Here's Kitchen that's going to shoot. Hit up high, and I believe it was Giberson. And Elie Gagnon scoring for the Voyageurs, still leading in points for his squad. Giberson's going to shoot into the glove of Powers, and that's another whistle. That's about 30 seconds later at 15:58. Steves with the winning draw, skates it around and banks it off the boards on the tape of Nolan. Nolan tried to get around Hitchcock and tried to put it in the front of it. Hitchcock now gave it away over to Robinson. Flyers will start in the zone. Hitchcock's going to pin it up. Robinson and Nolan both poking at it. Robinson gets the puck up to Steves. Steves in the middle. Shot deflected by Duplessis. Good pad save by Yerxa. Nolan up to the blue line. Cross ice pass by Steves over to Alain. Alain down for Robinson. Over for Duplessis. Duplessis skates back up to the blue line. Takes a sharp turn. Goes back down. And sends it over to the corner for Robinson. Duplessis still with it. Up for Alain. Catches on his backhand. Goes to the middle. Does a little switch with Jaya. Now he's over to the right. Dump in goes to Duplessis. Tried to put that out in front. That's blocked by the sliding Hitchcock. Alain to Nolan. Nolan back up to Alain. Doesn't see a lane, so he passes over to Jaya. Jaya shoots. Blocked by his own teammate Miguel Duplessis. Jaya makes his way down past Bell. Past Giverson. Now leaves it off for Robinson. Robinson. Try to get that down to Nolan. There was about 2 caps in the way. Robinson for Jaya to Alain. Quick zone entry. Trying to catch the chops on a change. Alain shot rebound. Nolan scores. Second of the night, they do catch the caps on a line change. And very similar to the first goal of the game. It's going to be Nolan from Alain Robinson. Same thing that happened with 42 seconds left in the first. It's going to happen at 14-18 in the third. It's going to be 4-1 Flyers. Flyers take the draw. McFadden off the boards. Bowles. No look pass for Frizzle. Little flip to Bowles. Bouncing puck. Left off for Frizzle. Collins
Flyers
with
fourth
it.
goal
But
scored by number 14,
Bowles
Sam
now in the
Nolan.
mix.
Assisted by
Paulin.
number 7, Xavier Alain.
Dalal stops.
And number 15,
He's
Jamie
hit
Jaya.
dangerously into the boards by Bowles. Puck turned over. Poland's going to try to put it on net. That was in front, waiting for the rebound. Oh, he's going to clip Frizzle, and that's going to be called. So Flyers headed back to the penalty kill after it looked like Liam Bowles took a run at Dadal and boarding him. That didn't get called. And Dadal then going to get called 10 seconds later. So Caps power play, 13:37 to go. Face-off taken by Freddie. Shot by Edmondson at the point. That one was blocked by Steves and Collins, who were tangled up. Collins now gets it against the board, stops, waits, sends it to Edmondson. Down. Collins again stops, puts it down low. That one's over for Dickinson. Edmondson, Dickinson moves past Steves. He's going to shoot over the net. Kitchen sends it up above the head of Dickinson. Seti tried to get it out of the zone. Kept in by Meng. To the middle. Dickinson one-timer. 10th backhanders flipped way over the net. Seti tried to backhand it out. Kept in by Meng. Meng's going to stop. Trying to break some ankles. Send it to the middle over for Collins between his legs. Goodine. Down for Dickinson. Dickinson stops. Waits at the hash marks. Up to Edmondson, back down to Dickinson. Works his way to the middle. Down, backhander, save. Rebound taken away by Steves. Banked up against the boards. Almost kept, it is kept in by a good defensive play by Lane Edmondson. Collins around the net. Caps got to make a couple changes. Down behind the net. Dickinson shot, save. Steves attempted clear out. Blocked by Edmondson again. This guy's blocked about 5 clear outs. It's still kept in by the glove of Giberson. And the pass intended for Collins. He's going to lose an edge and fall. Steves cleared around. Kept in by Giberson. Pass across. Bowles in. Shoots. Blocked by the stick of McFadden. Excuse me, Kitchen. That's finally sent out. cleared in. 2 minutes gone off of what was a 4-minute penalty. And I didn't notice originally. Must have gone an extra 2 for unsportsmanlike conduct. Or excuse me, it was Dylan Dadal, 4 minutes for head contact. Alain, cross ice to Jaillet. Loses his footing. Right with him is McAllister. Around the net, Alain. McAllister and Graham with it. Before it's cleared up by Poland down the ice. Over half the penalty gone. Still about minute and 15. Caps in their own zone. Now to center ice. Hoyles leaves it off for Giberson. Giberson tries to work his way in around 2 Flyers. Does. Now he's around the net. Up to about the ringette line. Mang at the blue line. Back down. Graham. Taken by a whoa, and it's cleared down. Almost too many men. Not going to be touched by Hitchcock. Good heads-up play to not touch it. Probably would have been too many men against the Caps. And he'll clear it down. That's an icing against Fredericton at 10:20. Yep, going to win the draw. Roy sent over to the other corner. Flipped out by Hitchcock. Still in. It's in the feet of Duplessis. 3 Caps are there. Finally get it out. Going the other way is McDonald. McDonald up the left. Poked by Roy. Now it's behind him. He gets it in the corner. Going to try to send it out. Taken by Hitchcock at the blue line. Cross his house. One-timer intended for Meng. And no fan on it. Sent over, deflected, but is sent over to the other side. Reynolds over for Meng. Dadal's now out of the box. We play even strength. Flyers getting it out. Could be a breakaway. Here's Dadal all alone. Dadal in. Save by Yerkes. A rebound. Another save. Xavier Dadal was sprung out of the box, had a breakaway, and was showing the blocker of Ty Yerksa. Also in, not far behind him, was Robinson trying to go 5-hole, got it under the pad, but not past his pads. Edmondson cleared around for Bell. Kept in by Steves, not by much, flips it in. Edmondson's going to catch it cleanly. Sent around the boards. Cleared up by Kennedy. A shot caught by Giberson. Kennedy at the blue line. Hit by Dadal. Still kept in. Dadal going to move to the middle. Try to toe drag. Get it to McFadden. Shot wide. Around the other side of the net. Dadal still with it. Bell to the middle. Puck cleared in by the Caps. Now it's going to be taken out by the pass from Kitchen to Dadal. Dadal in, trying to get around Edmonton. Stops. Tries to stick handle between his legs, and he's knocked down. Dadal still with it around for Bowles. Stops, turns around, almost slips on the puck. Then gets it back for another try. Over for Edmondson. Back around for Bowles, who wasn't expecting it. Bowles stops. Back to Edmondson, playing a little catch. This time doesn't go to Bowles. He's going to flip it out, but it's going to be taken right back by Dieppe. Shot by Dufour. Ends up hitting the back glass over the net. Puck's pinned up in the corner. Seti. Hit up by Kirkpatrick. The flip out caught by Alain. Sent back into the corner they were just battling at. Bowles going to try to clear it out. Kept in by Jaillet. Jaillet in, shooting wide. Alain trapping at the point cleanly. Sent down. Steves puts it behind the net for Dufour. Dufour in out in front. Hit off a leg. Believe that was Mang. Gonna battle a little bit. And then Bowles gonna give another shot to Steves. Whistle, 7:28. As we get down to the last 10 minutes, I'd like to thank currently 40 watching from home. We appreciate the viewership. It's Dieppe Flyers hockey. They're up by a score of 4-1 on the Caps on the Dieppe Flyers YouTube channel, brought to you by MST. Nolan grabbing the puck in the corner. Backhander up for Lejeal. To the middle. Duplessis stops. Stick handles in one space. Goes to the blue line. Shot. Lejeal going to come down, try to put it out in front for Nolan. Nolan around the net. Slides it over Duplessis. Try to send out in front off a stick. Caps going the other way. Kirkpatrick shoots. And a mini version of a windmill from Powers stops that rush. Caps win the draw. Hitchcock down past the stick of Goodine. Steves stops. Flip. Dadal was trying to get it out, but in as the pinching Carter Giberson to keep it in. Sent up for Hitchcock. Backhanded it in. Shot by Dickinson. Save. Kept out. Flyers. Flipped out in the neutral zone. Backhander for Hitchcock. Noah Hitchcock in. Stops. Drops it off for Collins. Puck finds its way out in front, but quickly cleared. Collins leaves it off for Giberson. Tried to get it down. That one's taken up by Kitchen. McFadden, excuse me, now in Poland, trying to get around the defenseman. Tried to get around the defenseman, Hitchcock. Hitchcock made a good defensive play. Keep Poland from potentially having a breakaway. Collins in, trying to make his way around Steves. That's Alain rather. Now he's getting shoved up against the boards in the corner. Flyers now initiating a breakout. Said he almost regaining possession. Dadal, another potential breakaway. This time shooting, and it's wide. Jaya kept it in the zone. Caps are going to quickly take it out. Collins going to flip it in. Almost gloved down by Jaya. He's going to hit his man. Seti going to take a little skate around the net. McAllister. Almost getting possession. Dufour with it. Loses it. In there is Hoyles. Shot up by Giberson. Save. Not covered. Powers just realized, and he's going to cover it there. 4:49 to go. Face-off taken by Dieppe. Cleared around the boards. Out of the reach of Hitchcock. In Duplessis. Backhand. Caps now with an empty net. Nolan now in the corner looking for his Hattie. Nolan making a couple dangles. Playing 6-on-5. Out in front. Intended for Duplessis. Knocked away by Hitchcock. Flipped out. Hit the boards. Hitchcock steers it away over for McAllister. Roy sent off the boards, down the ice, and we go for icing. 4 minutes left. Fredericton already with an empty net. They need 3 more goals to claw back into this one. Flyers, Caps rather, taking a timeout.
Timeout, charge to the Caps.
I'd like to remind you the next home game being streamed by MST on the Dieppe Flyers YouTube channel. It's going to be a while. It's December 14th as they'll take on the Southern Rangers. Boyle's one-timer, saved by Powers. Flyers going a big road trip, or a big away stretch, rather. Going to play the Rivermen twice, Les Voyageurs twice. They're going to go to PEI to play the Express. They're going to play the Hawks on the road, and they're going to play the Rangers on the road, where we get another home game. And going into that away stretch, they have a 5-game win streak as of right now. Their last 3 games, blowing out Les Voyageurs 10-2, beating the Caps in overtime 3-2, and beating the Hawks in a barn burner, winning 7-5. They currently have a 5-game winning streak, and if they can hold on to the win today, that's a 6-game winning streak. When headed to go play 7 away games in a row, Nolan now going to strip it off of Giberson. Nolan met by Bowles. McFadden in the corner. Caps still have an empty net. Giberson in the crease playing some goalie. McFadden tried to put that in the middle, off the side of the net. Kept it at the blue line, little flip. Ponet trying to deflect it in. Ponet shoved off the puck by Bowles. Bowles going to try to pin it up. It's poked free, now going back is McDonald. Brady McDonald, shoved off by Dadao. Backhander to Ponet, center ice, has the wide open cage, misses. He's going to get the rebound and score. That'll be Poland's second of the game, and that'll seal the deal. They get 5-1, 3 minutes to go. That'll be Poland's 7th of the season.
Flyers empty net goal scored by number 21, Liam.
That'll be Poland's 6th of the season, rather. He gets his 5th and 6th in the same game. Feels like when this guy scores one, he has to score at least another with it. Yerksa back in that. Steve's putting it out in front. Rebound. Shot by City, but it goes wide of the net. Anet clears it in. Around the other boards for Dufour. Dufour, he's met by about 5 Caps. Meng sent around Beasley, kept in by Jaillet. Jaillet off his skates, still kept in. Beasley, or Reynolds now with it, clears it out. Jaillet not keeping it out, but getting in the neutral zone. Caps now try the other way. Still not as successful getting out of the zone. Flyers keeping them to about half the ice for a stretch pass over for Kennedy. Anet stops. Steves pinned up. Try to chip it by a couple. Reynolds, City, Steves, Kennedy, and Beasley all in the battle. Roy to Lejeau. Lejeau skates up a little bit. Trying to backhand off the stick of Giberson and in to the Caps bench at 148. So the last goal from the Flyers, it'll be Liam Paulin unassisted at 3:07. Nolan walked it in, almost had a chance. Collins over for Dickinson. Cleared in, caught by Powers. Sent around for Robinson. He leaves that off for Duplessis. Duplessis in along the left side, slowing down before putting on his brakes. Down to Nolan. Nolan sends it back. Frizzle, first one there, sends it around for Dickinson. He stops, waits before backhanding over to Goodine. Goodine, it's stripped. Nolan almost made a nice move. Robinson in, makes a nice move around Edmondson. Robinson, cross-ice pass, and what a save by Yerxa to rob Duplessis of making it 6-1. Nolan, cross-ice pass, blocked by Goodine. Nolan still with it. Sent to the blue line for Legel. Down for Duplessis. Duplessis waits, shoots from a sharp angle, blocked by Frizzle. Last 30 seconds. Paulin. Sent back around. Duplessis stops. Paulin. Collins. A pass was ramped off his stick and went over to Dickinson. Flyers making some changes. Has to be aware of too many men penalty. Flyers regain possession. Declan Steves does a little spin, does another little spin. We're sending it around over for Kitchen.
Flyers win the game.
And that's the game. 5-1 Flyers win. Make it 6 games in a row. Next Flyers game is tomorrow at 12:30. They're taking on the Northern Rivermen at the Sportsplex. And that's all she wrote for today. Flyers take it by a final score, 5. And the Fredericton Caps won. Shots on goal were 32-20 in favor of the Flyers. Powers still staying strong in net. He improves his record to 3-1.